Winsome. If trans can't share your bathroom, then blacks can't share my water fountain.
The fact that none of you Negroes, none of the NAACP, none of the Black Lives Matter, none of the Rainbow Coalition, none of the pro-black activist groups have nothing to say about this is all we need to know. Good Sunday morning, my American informed brothers and sisters across the pond. Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith, and you're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Follow me up here, down here. Click this. It really helps me. Thank you very much. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. It will bring down a drop box for you to select all notifications. Don't forget to check out the other YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father, and everything I ask you to do on this channel. Make sure you do it over there, all right? Greatly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm doing a follow-up because I reported on this some days ago of this woman holding up a sign that is blatantly showing racism. Blatantly showing racism. And she particularly made this sign at Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears, right? Now, you guys all heard the intro, right? You heard the intro. I told you guys it's so amazing how the term racist and the actions of racism itself is all like how people say about love. It's in the eye of the beholder, beauty, whatever. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder type bull crap, right? Why am I saying this? This woman was able to hold up a sign that blatantly showed racism. And the fact that y'all see certain groups and organizations keeping their mouth closed about it is very telling. Anyway, Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears responds to the sign that woman put up. Check it out.
And here with me, without further ado, is Virginia Lieutenant Governor and gubernatorial candidate Winsome Sears. Madam Lieutenant Governor, it is great to see you tonight. Now, I want to read again that sign that we started with. Is yesterday outside the People's Republic of Arlington's, like what I like to call it, their school board meeting. Hey, Winsome, if trans can't share your bathroom, then blacks can't share my water fountain. Abigail Spanberger said she finds it abhorrent, racist, and full stop, totally inappropriate and horrible. But what do you take away from this?
Abigail Spanberger wants boys and girls nude in the same bathroom. She also wants them in the same locker room. And this is what we're not going to do. I am going to deliver for Virginians. I stand with parents. Absent Abby, my friends, refuses to take a stand.
Well, the thing about her, I think, is that she presents as a woman of kind of common sense tradition. Like, she wants people to think, look, I was former CIA, I was a federal agent, a congresswoman. Like, I take on the big interests. You know, she does that kind of rap. But when you pick apart the votes, there's no there. So, again, the moderate Democrat is today's political unicorn. Okay, it's a unicorn. It sounds nice, but it doesn't exist.
Right. So the mainstream media, though, is painting her as a moderate everywhere they can. And half of these polls are lying, and they know it. Here's the deal. She is going to raise taxes. That's not a moderate. That's exactly where Democrats always land. She is going to destroy all the jobs that we've created because she's going to put back all the regulations that we've gotten rid of. She's going to raise their taxes. She's going to tell them what kind of energy they're going to have, and it's only solar and wind. Well, folks, the sun doesn't always shine and the breeze doesn't always blow. So we need reliable energy. Do we need that? Yes, but we need clean coal, oil, renewables, yes, nuclear, natural gas. She doesn't know how to create jobs. She knows how to take them away. And then when it comes to crime and safety, good grief, you would think that her CIA background would help her, except that she wants to defund the police. It's not going to work.
Well, I think Spanberger does, again, she does this whole thing like, oh, the ICE raids are a distraction. That's such a giveaway as to what she really thinks. She's afraid to say what most people, I think, with common sense believe is that we need to enforce our immigration laws. So she plays this dismissive rhetorical game that really adds up to nothing. So when you don't say what you really mean and you're not clear, you don't use clear language, then we know what you think. You agree with AOC, you agree with Tlaib, and you agree with Mamdani. I mean, the whole party is over on Mamdani, if you ask me. Close it out, Madam Lieutenant Governor.
Well, you can't get any worse than taking money from the defund the police PAC. And that's what Abigail Spanberger has done. She didn't keep us safe when she was in Congress because she was for open borders. And so all that fentanyl came across, which killed Virginians, and CCP people came across, which, of course, we understand they're a rogue nation out to hurt us. Abigail, you've been absent. Stop hiding. Come and tell the Virginia people why you want to be governor. You cannot lead from behind. We don't want a cowardly governor. And that's why I say go to winsomesears.com and help me.
Well, look, I think this is a sleeper race. The polls are tightening. Fairfax County, Loudoun County, always the tough counties in Virginia. But I mean, the People's Republic of Arlington, I mean, this is ridiculous. Wake up, people. Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much.
For the ones that always have something to say about, you always this, I told you guys. I said, if I go against the ignorantly filled brains of a lot of you that go along with the narratives that everything is racist, this is racist, that's racist, we still holding on to, we got this going on, what slavery did to us, this is why we still mad, disenfranchised. I told you, if you go against that narrative and tell people, look, nothing's going to be able to be changed about the way you feel about what happened hundreds of years ago, but you can be a better, if you go against any narrative like that, if you go against a narrative of victimhood, if you go against a narrative of systemic racism, don't hold you back. If you go against a narrative that all white people are, if you go against that narrative, the very people who cry racism will not care if the very people who they claim are racist is racist against you. They won't care because of the fact that they're mad at you because you're not going along with the narrative. This right here is a prime example of what I'm talking about. You don't see no major news organizations that's all about pro-black talking about this. You don't see nothing about BET. I don't see AOC. I don't see her coming out about this. I don't see Elizabeth Warren coming out about this. I don't see Kamala Harris saying anything about this. Where's President Joe Biden? Well, we know it's America. I knew Negroes, the first black one. I knew the first black Negro. Black Lives Matter. Any of you pro-black folks out there right now, why aren't you guys demanding that that woman be canceled? Huh? Why aren't y'all demanding for that woman to be accountable? Huh? There was a man that was there with that woman who said, hey, Mike, hey, it's getting a lot of TV. It's negative. You know, why aren't y'all going after them? It shows the flat out hypocrisy that they only going to do it if they need a narrative, if they need people to be divided, they need people to if they need people to be pissed off. Try saying that. Need people to be pissed off. See, when I slow down, it don't come off right. Anyway, the reason why they're not saying anything about it is because it's their own party. It's their own party. This is you couldn't have no better person doing it. The only difference is between this made this a little bit of a notch down is the fact that this woman is a woman. Would have been any different if she was a straight white man that did this, because, you know, a straight white man is the most dangerous thing to America right now, right? Ask yourself that. For those of you that are watching this right now, and you may be on the far left, you might not even be radical, you might be kind of in the middle. Ask yourself, why isn't this a big, huge thing that's blowing up and exploding right now? Because this lady said blacks can't use the water fountain. Blacks can't use her water fountain. So, black people, y'all keep on saying Jim Crow days, man, civil rights movement, MLK. What would MLK have to say about this woman with this sign right now? Huh? What would he have to say about this woman with this sign right now? Anyway, y'all, I'm done with this because this is just going to show the pure hypocrisy. That's why I do what I do, because it's a lot of fake fake people out there. There's a lot of fake virtue signaling people out there. They only want to try to get involved in something when it fits the narrative and it has like a little bit of momentum behind it. That's it. But when it's shown like that right there, they have nothing to say about it. Why? Because it's their own party. It's always been their party. From the get-go, it's always been their party. So they're like, why would we say something, Ty? Why would we say something to this racist woman holding up a racist sign towards the black woman? Why would we say something when that's always been us? So, of course, we're going to keep silent. What's new? Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this by putting in the comments below after this video. Don't forget to what you see in this animation right here that will greatly help my channel. The next video I'm going to be doing up there yesterday, right here. If you have not subscribed, click right there. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.